Right, this tape job that we're going to do today is how to tape the thumb. Again, the purpose of this tape job is to limit thumb abduction or hyperextension of the thumb. And the position that we have the patient is finger spread, push against the chest just like we did with the wrist tape job. We don't need a tough skin this, so we're going to use pre-wrap. We're going to go around the hand. And we don't need to go too high up on the wrist because we're going to put our tape right on the wrist. So we're just going to go right around the wrist there. And then we're going to go around the hand, just like we did with the wrist tape job. And again, we want to crimp the tape here on the thumb so it doesn't irritate their thumb. And go around again. You don't need to put this too tight. Then the next position we're going to put them in is in the handshake position. And what we're going to do is called, you can relax a second. What we're going to do is what are called spicas. And we're going to use half strips of tape and we're going to like put a ribbon around the thumb. Okay, so we're going to put them in a handshake position. We're going to pull our tape pretty tight. I crimp the bottom of the tape because we don't want it to irritate the web of the thumb again. And then we're just going to go right at the base of our thumb. I'm going to go around thumb like this. If it's too long, you can just do that. It doesn't have to be that long. Remember, you can always cut tape. You can't add tape, so longer is better. And again, we don't want to torque this down, and we're just going around the thumb. And so we have like a ribbon-like looking thing here on the thumb, or a Jesus fish is another way to think of it. So then we're going to do a total of 3 of these. We're going to go half the distance of the tape all the way up. Crimp again, half the distance, do the same pattern. Again, not too tight. And then our third one. Okay, so these again are called spicas. Now the next thing I'm going to do is have her push against my chest again. And where we're going to go is we're going to go from the anchor tape to the anchor tape. We're going to go from the base of the thumb here. We're going to work our way up to here with strips of tape and back down because we really want to force this thumb down so it doesn't go all the way back when it gets hit. So this is when the person needs to push. So I'm going to go from the anchor all the way over to the other anchor, and I crank it down pretty hard. Half the distance of that tape, crank it down. Crank. So I go 3 up, and you go 3 down. And our last one. Crank. Then we put them back in the beginning position. Have them push against your belly or chest. We're going to go around the hand like we started. Crimp. We'll just crimp both sides. Then we go around the wrist. And we'll do it twice just to make sure it's all secure. Let's look at the bottom. Kind of wrinkly, but then that should limit the motion back, and hopefully they still can be able to make a fist without turning their thumb purple over time. And that's our thumb tape job.